Peterson. All right, Nordic's taking on Omega here. I'm gonna move real quick before this gets too far in the way. All right, Nordic started off in the. Can you move over just a little bit? All right, puck comes down. Sawyer grabs it behind the net. She finds a little space up the far boards. Tries to give it away to Cora, just slides right by Cora. Maple Grove has it in their own end. They skate it across the red line, get it into the Nordic zone here, and a block shot for Cora off the back boards. June Taylor with it. June slings it up around the boards where Nula cuts it off. Nula sends it across the zone. Maple Grove able to grab it there and send it back in. June has it again. But Maple Grove coming in hot. She gives it to Soph. Soph can't quite get it out. Hadley picks it up. She gets it to Soph, and this time Soph's got a little bit of room. She's got one behind her. Just content to dump that one in. And Maple Grove sends it right back out. June poke check at the red line. Hadley tried to control it, but ends up again with Sophia. Sophia gains the Crimson end. Sophia centering pass to Hadley, has it on her backhand. Hadley trying to turn, sends it back out to the point to Sydney McCambridge. Sydney across the zone to June, off the boards. Maple Grove can't get it out, held up by June. Held in off the skate of Sophia. And number 12 for the Crimson, circling around. Hadley with pressure in their own end. Nula bats it away. And Sydney McCambridge has it. And she comes rolling around Elliott. No shots for anybody yet. Sydney gets by a couple. One more to beat. Sydney gets by the last one, and then she's got one more defender. And she's forced into the corner, loses the puck, and Maple Grove comes back the other direction. Maple Grove up the near boards. Tried to get a shot off, blocked, but they're skating it in and slapped away at the last moment by Sawyer Mickelson. And that puck rolls around the corner, gets in the slot. Lydia skates it out. Maple Grove holds the zone. Nordic's able to clear. Nula keeping the puck in for Cora. Cora goes out wide, gets the puck slapped away, and Maple Grove has it. I guess I'm just going to have to stand, I think. All right, puck back to Sawyer. Sawyer dumps it in right ahead of Soph, and that's icing. All right, Hadley Johnson in to take the face off. And Maple Grove wins it back out to their D. They send a long looper in, goes by the net, back off the boards. Lillian cuts off the centering pass. And Lillian finds a little bit of space to work the puck out of the zone, but into the hands of the Crimson. Maple Grove trying to get it back in, and they do. June takes a spill trying to chase the puck down. So Maple Grove is going to be the first ones to it. Their centering pass again intercepted by Lillian Johnson. And June leaves it off for Hadley. Hadley cuts it back, comes back the same way she came. And Hadley plays it off the boards, but held in by Maple Grove. Poked out by Remy, and back the other way it comes. Sophia all over it. Maple Grove tries to dump it out, and they are able to get it out, and back to June. June across the ice to Sydney. Sydney up the ice, intercepted. Back to June Taylor. June Flicks it up. No icing. Tipped. Nordics all come off for a change. Maple Grove with the puck in their own end. Skated out across the blue line, but there's a whole slew of defenders here. Shouldn't be a problem. They slam on the brakes. Sydney stays with her. Cora out at the point. Sydney stops the shot before it gets in on Elliott, and Sydney's up the middle. Sydney with Cora to her right. Poked away by Maple Grove. Lydia lost the sight of it. And Maple Grove comes back the other way. Sawyer with the help of Nula. Oh, Sawyer and Nula team up. Send that one right back out. And back in it comes Sawyer. Just don't have to come out. Just take the puck. Right there. Sydney with it, or on her own net, off the boards, just past Lydia. But onto the stick of the waiting Sophia Younger. Sophia, she's out around the far boards. Oh, and she gets it poked away just at the last moment. Couldn't get by that last one. Puck comes back out to Lillian Johnson. Lillian puts a good move on, gives it up to Hadley Johnson. Johnson to Johnson. Johnson skates through one. She's going to get a look. Oh, wide open net there. Maple Grove goalie didn't have that corner figured out. And Hadley just overshot it by about 3 inches. Lillian holds it in, plays it down low. Hadley with it again. And oh, and a good pass into Remy. And Remy took a swipe at it. One-timer off the pads of the goalie. Back into the middle it comes. Sophia has it. Sophia, she puts another one in on the goalie, and Gretchen covers that one up. Face off. Goes out the direction of Maple Grove, but Cora gets it right back. Cora, intercepted pass, and back comes the Maple Grove, and they're offsides by a mile. Face off just outside the Nordics end. Clear to everybody. But Maple Grove is going to be the first ones to the puck here. As they circle around in their own end, Nula pokes it away. Sawyer falls. Better get up, because here they come. Lydia holds him out, holds the puck out. Puck loose for Nula. Nula, couple in front of her, leaves it back for Lydia. Lydia gains the zone. Lydia gains the Maple Grove end. Still fighting it down. Puck's low in the Maple Grove end, but they have it around their own net, where Cora's all over them. Cora takes it away, and Sophia helps out with it in the corner. Crimson skate away with it out of the scrum. And another good poke check by Lydia Homestead. Holds that puck in the Maple Grove end. Maple Grove coming back around their goalie again. Sophia's there to cut him off. And Sawyer holds it in. Sawyer sends one all the way down in. Tipped by Sophia, but it was tipped wide. Remy with pressure in the middle of the zone, and Sawyer does a good job to hold it in, but Maple Grove's able to clear it. But they clear it to the dangerous Sydney McCambridge. Sydney from the top of the circle rips it off the head and bounces into the net, and it's a 1-0 lead for the Hopkins Park Nordics. Sydney McCambridge from Sawyer Mickelson, I think, maybe. Off the face mask of the Crimson Tendy. Almost hit the ceiling of the rink and fell right down behind her and rolled right into the back. And that's a Nordic lead. Nordics outplaying the Crimson so far. No shots on Elliott here. Hopefully she can remain focused. Give you a little. Hey, Elliott. Lillian sent one in, got tipped past Hadley. Hadley comes back out to the point. June back across the D. And Lillian took a shot, couldn't get a lot of stick on that. Rushed. And Hadley with a good steal in the circle. Too many cooks in the kitchen, bounced off the skate of her teammate, Remy. And the Nordics able to hold it in the Maple Grove end still. A lot of time down here. Spending a lot of time in the right end here, Nordics. Good job. Maple Grove with it around their own net. Remy takes a slash, and she's going to go to the bin there. I mean, 1 minute for tripping. And that'll be the first power play of the game in favor of Maple Grove. .357 to go here in period number 1. Nordic's up 1-0, but down a skater for the next 60 seconds. Oh, Maple Grove gets one through, but it got through everybody, fortunately. And there's a little action for Elliott. She gobbles it up in the chest protector. Face off, can't get it out. They send another one into Elliott. Oh, she can't cover that one up, but cleared out of there by Sawyer, but Maple Grove's holding it in. Sawyer gets it up. Sawyer, nobody in front of her. Sawyer looking for a shorty. Oh, at the last second, she got closed in on. Shot was deflected off the side of the net. Killed a lot of time on the penalty, if nothing else. Lydia Homestead turns it over in the top of the zone, and she fires a shot from the circle. And the Crimson hold the Nordics out of the net here. 20 seconds to go on the penalty. Hadley flips the face-off back to Lillian. Lillian sends it back into Hadley. Hadley backhand. That's blocked and sent into the corner. Around the corner it comes. Uh-oh. Misplayed by Lillian, but a great play there by June to hold that in. Hey, Tay. And Hadley rips one in there and swatted down out of the air by the goalie. Up around the boards, June another good play. And that power play spent the whole time in the Maple Grove end. June holds it in again. June couldn't get it down low, and back come Maple Grove. Lillian in front, June catching up from behind. Nice hustle by June. Stops that rush before it gets started, and Lillian Johnson now with the puck. Lillian loses it behind the net. Centering pass, got through, comes out to the point. Maple Grove takes a shot off the shin pad of Nula. Nula with another block. Nula with 3 blocks in the top of the zone here. And Hadley's going to try and squirt it loose. Does. It comes out of the zone. Good defense at the top of the zone there by Nula. 3 blocks. Doing her best Dikembe Mutombo impression. Lillian holds it out of the Nordic end. And good look to Soph. Soph tries to split the D, but loses the puck in the process. But she's all over him. Nice job by Sawyer to hold that puck at center ice and even get it into the Maple Grove end again, but back they come. Maple Grove into the Nordics. Sliding scoop by Elliott Holm. Draws a whistle and we'll do a face-off. 1:30 to go in period number 1. And face-off comes all the way out to the top. Maple Grove holds it in, dumps it into the corner. They're the first ones there. They're looking into the middle. Luckily, nobody home. Comes back out to the point. Everybody gets out of the way of that. And back into the corner. Cora leaves it off for Sid. Sid gets tied up on the board. Still in the wrong end. Nula's going to get off the bench here, and she's going to get it out. Nula with good pressure in the Crimson end, but they're able to skate it out. But their dump comes to Sydney, and Sydney to Hadley. Hadley cuts it back, but she gets caught from behind and swiped away. But Nula was right there with her. Nula, Hadley, trying to keep it in. Can't. Lydia can't quite get there in time. Lillian was looking to throw it in, but that was cut off before it got there. And here come the Crimson back down into the Nordic side, around the boards. Lillian Johnson plays it up to Nula. Nula, she plays it up to a little bit higher, but can't quite clear. Lydia can't get it out. Tied up on the boards in front of the fans. Another block shot for Lydia. And back comes Hadley Johnson. Hadley cuts it back. Hadley from the top of the circle. She shoots. Blocked at the last second and covered up by the Crimson goaltender. 2 seconds to go. Period number 1 is going to come to an end here with the Nordics up 1-0. Nordics out shooting, outscoring.
Can I get interviewed?
Yeah. What do you guys think of that first period there?
I was only here for a couple minutes, but they did great. Oh, what do I do with this? I was only here for about half of it, but the time I was there, they had a lot of shots in net, and they did really good hustling. They did really good.
There you have it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was wondering what time should we leave here to see Elsie's.
I'm going to leave right after it's over, but she starts at 1:30. It's about 15 minutes away. So I would leave at maybe 1:30, and you'd see most of this game and most of Elsie's. Birdie. It's fun. Yeah. All right, period number 2 underway here. We all switch sides, you know the drill. Face off, controlled by the Nordics, and Nula skates it in. Nula just dumps it in after she skates it. Cora there behind the net. Maple Grove unable to skate it out after try number 1. Lydia had it on top of the circle, took a shot, but it got blocked. And Maple Grove, Lydia does a good job hanging right there with her. Nice job all the way down the ice by Lydia. Puck comes out, off to Lydia, good defense. Rewarded with some offensive opportunity, but she gets it swiped at the top of the circle, and around the net comes Maple Grove. Cora pokes it off of her stick. And out to the point it goes, and oh no, June cuts her off nicely. Nice job, June. Sydney, she sends it right out. And Maple Grove offsides, couldn't get back on. After the offsides, Hadley takes the face-off, hits a Maple Grove stick, and then they give it right back to Hadley, who sends it up to Remy. Maple Grove pokes it off a Remy stick, and now they have it in their own end. They're circling around, chopped off of their stick, but progress being made. They're able to send it into the Nordic zone. Lillian has it in the corner. She stops, circles around, looking for somewhere to go, and she's closed in on by 2 Crimson. And Crimson back out to the point. They send one in on Elliott. Good tip, but it's tipped wide. And Sawyer Mickelson is able to get it out. And draws another offsides on the Maple Grove girls. Got an equipment malfunction for the Nordics. I don't know who it was. Somebody lost part of their helmet or something. All right. On the offsides face-off, Nula. Nula gains the Crimson end. But she's stopped right when she enters, and puck just comes out. And Lydia plays it back for Lillian, and Lillian back to Lydia. Lydia wasn't looking. So Maple Grove skates away with the puck. Stop that center ice. Nula trying to get it back in. Just does, but Maple Grove right there gets it right back out. And back they come, a 2-on-2. Take it out wide to the right, and Elliott slams that one down to the ice. Leaves it off for Lillian. Lillian. Good pass. Oh, good pass for Lydia. Misplayed it. Got it right back. And Nordics have it. Back to Sawyer it comes. Sawyer. Had a little bit of room, but was just content to just dump it in. And Maple Grove sends it right back out. Here comes Maple Grove. Sawyer alone. Sawyer has her in the corner. Uh-oh. Oh, and Maple Grove couldn't. That was a good pass. And then she just couldn't pull the trigger. Shot intercepted. Lydia with it. Lydia sends a pass, but it's behind Cora. Sawyer gathers up the loose puck. Plays it off the boards, looking for Sophia. Not a good angle for that bounce pass. But Nordic's able to get it right back out again. Oh, Sophia just fanned on it. And she was offsides. Sophia had some room. Just couldn't get control of that puck. Momentum seems to have shifted just slightly a little bit Maple Grove's way, maybe. And we're offsides again, really? I don't know about that. Redo. Face off, bounced up. Ended up with Sydney. Sydney slaps it right in. Maple Grove. Uh-oh. Bounced over Sydney's stick. And Maple Grove has a 2-on-0. Sydney right back in the play. And oh, what a good defensive play by Sydney. But Maple Grove's still with it. And Elliott all over it. And Elliott lays on top and holds that puck out. That was close to unfortunate. But what a play by Sydney McCambridge to get back in there. And what a sprawling save by Elliott Holm. Keeps the score 1-0. 8 minutes, period number 2. Face off. Sent out by Maple Grove. But they're going to track it down. Cora smelled it. She was going for it. And Cora looks like she's going to the basket, to the bin. Not the basket. Nordics just got to touch it, and they do. And the Crimson with their second power play of the game.
Did they score?
Nope, still 1-0.
What?
Still 1-0.
Nothing changed?
Nope, we're still winning.
Did you see hi, how are you?
Maple Grove seems to be playing a little better here. Now they got a skater advantage. Let's see if the Nordics can kill off this power play. Just got to get the face-off out of the zone to start, but Maple Grove's able to hold it in. They get it down into the high slot. Backhand pass lower. Shot goes wide. Sawyer has it around the net. Sawyer trying to clear it out. She's closed in on right away. Can't get anywhere. She is able to get it up to Sophia, and Sophia plays it off the boards, and Sophia's getting a little rush going here. Maple Grove skates it out right at Sawyer Mickelson. Sawyer all over him, turns him over. And Lillian can't clear. Lillian falls. Maple Grove skates it in. Off of Elliott and up high off the glass. Hadley Johnson skates away with it. She's coming up through the middle of the Nordics end. She has it on the far boards. She skates by a few. Nobody's stopping her yet. Oh, off the side of the net. Looked like it went in for a split second there. And back to full strength come the Nordics. Oh. 2-on-1. Good positioning by Sydney. Oh, another bouncing one through the crease. Maple Grove couldn't connect on the bouncing puck. They get a shot in on Elliott, and she covers it up, and Maple Grove kind of pouring on the shots here now.
Yes, Grandpa.
Puck still bouncing around the Nordics end. Elliott saw that one coming in, sticked it away. Sydney McCambridge has it on the far board. Sydney skates it out, gets between a couple. One more to beat. Can't get by the last one, but Remy's there. Remy fires one in, and it's kicked away off the blade of her skate and held in by June. June sends it in around the boards. Remy takes over from there. Cora with an interception. Tried to flick a shot in, but that was blocked before it got in there. And Cora is able to hold it and dump it back in. Remy meets Maple Grove in the corner, centering pass. Nula was there, but it was intercepted before it got to her. Lillian can't hold that one in. It comes out, but there's June. June misplays it a little bit. Uh-oh. Couldn't get a lot on that pass to Nula, and that leads to Maple Grove back in the Nordic side. Interception by Lillian, and she sends it down. Icing is alive, and icing is the call. I don't think one's going to be enough here. We're going to need to get at least 2 or 3. Oh, another one in on Elliott. She tipped, and she still had it. She kicked it into the corner. After the first period was spent in the Maple Grove end almost exclusively, now it's over in the Nordic side, and Elliott's having to do a lot of work here. Another kick save and a beauty. And Sophia off the board. Sophia's got room, 1 to beat, and they force her into the corner. She maintains possession, sends one up the middle. Lydia was there. Lydia couldn't control. And back comes the Crimson. Sawyer cuts her off. But they get one more in on Elliott. Not a real good quality shot there, Elliott. No problem with that. Face off was controlled by Cora, and she tried to skate through the whole team, couldn't. And another one in on Elliott, and she covers that one up too. Oh man. Face off, bounces up a little bit, still sitting on the center circle. And finally, Cora tried to skate it out, just couldn't get there. And a block by June, out wide to Nula. Nula trying to chip it up the boards, helped in by Maple Grove. And Maple Grove, another good cross-ice pass, and another shot off Elliott's face mask, and it's sitting in the middle again. Crimson with it again. They send it all the way up the ice, and that's icing, so we'll come down here. That's one way to get it in the Maple Grove end, I guess. Let's see if these 5 skaters can get a little life back in here. Hadley, face off, out to Sophia. Sophia has it. Oh, Sophia couldn't wind up and shoot it. Sawyer holds it in, sends it in the middle, but it's intercepted and poked away. Where Lillian holds it in, and back to Sawyer. Sawyer has an alley. She skates it up. Sawyer rips it, and Sawyer scores right over the top of Gretchen. Top shelf, 2-0 Nordics. And Sawyer hits the Selly button. takes a dive. What are we doing? And they take the goal off the board for what? For what? On who? And they call a high stick. What horse shit is that? Goal off the board. She didn't even touch it. Oh my God. Unreal. That's terrible. Maple Grove has it in the Nordics end again here. Lydia steals it, can't skate it out, stopped along the boards. Puck bounces off to Hadley. Hadley, she's got space. Hadley sees some room. She gets behind one and can't get the puck back, but ends up with Sophia. Sophia takes a shot, but it's blocked. Back out to June. June holds it in. Oh no, June, no. No look passes across the zone aren't going to end up well a lot of times. Sydney skates it in. It's down low. Sophia's there. Sophia takes a swipe, but it's deflected and back behind the Crimson goal. Sophia has it. Sophia trying to circle around, trying to get some room. She's pestered the whole way through. Loses it to Maple Grove behind their net. Cora with a good poke check has it back for the Nordics. Maple Grove steals it again. And Sawyer holds it in. Sawyer skates up. Or no, that's June, sorry. June. June holds it in, skates up, and Maple Grove sends it out. That's icing is alive, and it's a call. Still can't believe they took that goal off the board. Good defense by Lillian. Knocks it away, and Sawyer has it. Sawyer's got space. Sawyer wants that goal back. Oh, she cuts it back on one. Gets slashed a little, holds possession, sends one in from the circle, and it's gloved by her Fury teammate, Gretchen. Keep it up, 12! Maple Grove skates it out off the face-off. And Sawyer and Lillian shut that down. But Maple Grove still has it in the circle. Lydia's all over it. And Hadley Johnson skates away. Hadley's got Sophia with her. Lillian right behind. Good look to Soph. Oh, and Soph finds the 5-hole. And now it's 2-0, and you can't do anything about that. And the Nordics take a 2-0 official, 3-0 unofficial goal lead. Yeah, we knew one wasn't going to be enough. Let's see if two can be. I don't know if it's going to be, but 10 skater teams, they tend to fade in the end. Nordics do a good job of playing the whole game so far this year, though. Now what?
Sorry.
What are we doing here? Looks like he called interference on someone. Cam, are you watching? I need you. I need you here. Maple Grove and the Nordics go to the box. I don't know what's going on. So do we have 4-on-4 or 5-on-5? Looks like 5-on-5 still. Face off, comes out to Sydney. Sydney rips one in, deflected out back into the corner. 26 seconds to go in the second period. Nordics up 2-0. Maple Grove was pouring it on about halfway through the second period, but Nordics back. And that's offsides on HP. Face off, controlled. Clock doesn't start. Clock! There's the clock. The period should be over, but hopefully it doesn't hurt us. Are you guys serious? What are we doing? Okay, they just called the end of the period. I thought they were calling another hooking. Period 2 comes to an end. What a disaster of a period. As far as like hockey goes.
This way.
We were here, there, and everywhere. All right, go cheer Elsie on. That's because there's 1 minute between periods. So once that goes, then they'll start the third period.
All right, let's go.
Bye, Birdie. See you, Dot. All right, one more period. Let's hold on. Hadley, off the face-off, plays it to Sawyer. Sawyer ices it. Like, what are you doing? No, I have no idea. They sent 2 of them in there. They sent her and a Maple Grove girl in there. I don't know why. It seems like it. But I think it seems like that because it was between periods. She got called with like 40 seconds left. So they should be out any minute now. Not a good play there by 12. Elliott saw that one the whole way. Snatches it out of the air. Yeah.
Thought maybe you said I was getting the pizzas.
No, Tamsin's getting them. No, Nula's mom. No, I said Nula's mom.
And he's like, I swear Brandon said Megan. I'm like, oh.
No. And a turnover created by Remy Anderson, and Remy Anderson with it across the red line she goes. Nordic stay on sides. Remy still has it. Gets it taken off of her stick, but there's Hadley and Sophia. Back out to Sawyer. Sawyer holds it in. Sawyer skates it up. Into Remy, tipped.
Hi.
Hi. Face off, comes out to June. We got Sid back. Sydney. Good defense by Sydney. Maple Grove still got the shot off, and another glove save for Elliott. Face off, slapped out of there, and that's going to be icing. I'm just going to stay right there. This face-off came to Maple Grove, but Cora was right there and took it right back. Cora loses it out on the boards, stumbling, bumbling. Girls, keep your eye on the puck. Offsides, Nordics. Hadley gains the zone off the draw. Sawyer holds it in to Sophia. Sophia in the corner. She's going to try and send it out in the middle. Can't quite get her stick on it, and Maple Grove skates away with it out of the corner. Run into the ref. Hadley. She sends one out to Sophia, and that's intercepted. And Maple Grove going to try and skate it out again. Hadley cuts them off. They are able to get it out. Lillian holds it just in front of the red line, and Hadley gains the offensive end again, leaves it for Sophia. Sophia out wide. Sophia runs into Maple Grove girl, sends her down. Sawyer holds it in. There's Remy. Oh, intercepted before he could get there. And back comes Maple Grove's. Hadley from behind steals it. Hadley, two Maple Grove defenders. She has it on her backhand. Sends a backhand in. Oh, it's kicked away and it was loose in the crease, but no Nordics there. Back out to the point to Lillian. Lillian sends one down low. Sophia has it. Sophia puts one on. Hadley puts one on. Two good saves there by the Maple Grove goalie. Good opportunity for the Nordics, but they're held out of the net. They get around Sawyer, and their shot well wide and behind the net. Hadley intercepts the centering pass, and Sawyer's going to skate away with this one. Sawyer's got some room. Sawyer dumps it in the middle. She's all over it still. Sawyer's still there. Forces Maple Grove to try and clear, and they do. They do get it out, but there's Lillian. Backhands it back the right way. Cora. No! Oh my God. Unless that was Nula, Lydia was on. I wasn't watching Nula, she was right there too. Face off, comes out to June. June plays it to Sid. Sid just past the skate of Cora, off the boards, no icing. Maple Grove with it around their own net. Oh, they're not going to call that one. That was a pretty big trip. And Maple Grove fights it through a couple. Only Sydney left. They lose the puck, and Sydney sends it right out of the zone. Maple Grove forced to reset. 8.5 to go. And now Maple Grove's offsides. I don't think 2's enough. I think we need one more. I think this game needs 3 goals. 3 goals is going to win this game. Crimson have had their share of opportunities. Elliott stood tall. But the numbers say they're going to bury one or two. Hadley trying to get it out. Held in by the Crimson. Oh, see, here's the... Just, come on, guys. And Elliott lays on top of that one. And Sawyer holds number 10 off of Elliott. June up to Sophia. Sophia chips it up off the boards. Crimson gather it up. Crimson along the near boards by Hadley. Sophia's there though. Sophia. Oh, and there's the one. There's one for Maple Grove. And it's 2-1. 7.5. Two to 1, 7:37 to go. Face off. Uh-oh, here they come again. Good job by Sydney to get back in that play. Maple Grove trying to get it in the middle. They almost do, but popped up. And Sydney plays it off the boards. Maple Grove cuts it off. Sydney's still in the play. Cora's still there. Sydney sends it back out to the blue line. Held in by Maple Grove. Oh my God. And a centering pass, nobody home, but held in. That one cut off by Cora before it gets in, and Cora's back the other way. Cora with Lydia. Cora out to her left and just slips. And Maple Grove takes the puck dangerously in front of their own net. Lydia was all over it and held in by Lillian. Lillian put it down low just past the outstretched stick of Sophia. Sophia was right there in front of the goal. And the Crimson able to send it out. Hadley Johnson scoops it up. Maple Grove comes off for a change. Hadley sees. Hadley out to her left, in the left circle. Hadley finds the back of the net, and that's 3-1, and that's the 3 goals that we need. Hadley right over the top far corner. 3-1 Nordics. Bit more comfortable here with a 2-goal lead. Lillian gets taken down, and Maple Grove skates it into the middle. Elliott saw that one, knocked it down, cleared out by the Nordics, but Maple Grove sent one right back in, but that was intercepted. That shot stopped before it got in on Elliott, and the Nordics trying to clear. Maple Grove still has it. Good pass into the middle. Whiffed on the shot. Lillian has it in the corner. Lillian looking for somewhere to go. Leaves it off for Hadley. Hadley gets it out. Hadley's going to skate this one out. And Hadley's looking for another one. Hadley off the glove of the goalie. Puck rolling around. Oh, another centering pass. Nobody home. Maple Grove has it in the corner. They send it out to the point. Held in by Sydney McCambridge. Sydney rips one down, can't get it into the net, and comes out. Everybody on side. Sydney sends it back in. Crimson, only one's there. Sydney holds. Puts a pass down low. Poked out by the Crimson, and here they're coming into frame. Elliott's out of the crease. Sydney back in the play, forces the shot wide. And Nordics able to clear the zone, and that's offsides Maple Grove. Just under 5 minutes. Cora takes the face-off herself. Skates through a couple, has it out wide. Loses it into the corner. Turns, looks to fire one in the middle, and she does, but only Crimson there. And back comes Maple Grove. Pass it around Lillian. Sawyer there on top of the shot. Centering pass, couldn't connect on that. Went through the crease. They took a swipe. Under the stick it goes. And back comes Cora. Cora circling around. She's got 3 around her. She still get a shot off. Hits the side of the net. She gets her own rebound. And gets it just poked off her stick there. And back comes Maple Grove again. Lydia trying to poke it away. Lillian pokes it away. And there was Sophia waiting for it. Sophia out to the point to Hadley. Hadley tries to get it around. Held out of the there by Sawyer. Sawyer has it. Sawyer is forced to circle back. And Sawyer is able to get it out to Sophia where it's turned over for the Crimson. As they try to play it up the ice, Sawyer has it. Sawyer cuts it back, gives it to Sophia. Good look there by Sawyer, but turned away by Maple Grove. Sydney back with it. Sydney sees Sawyer chopped out of the air by Maple Grove, but Sawyer's able to get it out to Sophia. Sophia's only got one in front of her, but Maple Grove's hot on her trail. They poke it out from behind. June steps up, holds it into the corner. June sends one up top, bouncing around. Remy took a poke at it, ends up behind the net. Remy, centering pass, Hadley catches it on her backhand, trying to turn and send it in, but she couldn't get it. And here comes Maple Grove with a Nula off the bench for now Maple. God. Nula's going to go in for a trip. And 2:51 to go, and Maple Grove has their 3rd power play of the game. Cora trying to take the face off herself. She's kicking it to herself, everything she can do to get it out. Maple Grove holds it in. June up the boards, cut off by the Crimson. Cora has it. Nobody around her. A little bit of room. Had ice the other way. Didn't see it. Held in by Maple Grove. Back to June. You don't have to go around your net. June trying to skate it out. No luck. Ref helps hold it in for Maple Grove. Puck slowly made its way to Elliott, and she is just not going to have any of that, and she laid on top. 2:11 to go, 20 on the power play. Hadley scoops the face off up. Sawyer gets stuck on the boards, tries to play it up, cut off by Maple Grove. Back into the corner, Sawyer takes it away again. Another one gets close to Elliott, but Lillian clears it out, gives it to Hadley. Hadley's going to kill the rest of this penalty off. 5 seconds to go. Hadley in. Hadley, bouncing shot, one hopped right into the glove and the pads of the Crimson goalie, Gretchen. One second to go on the penalty. Now she can come out. Penalty over. Full strength for HP. Played up to Sawyer. Sawyer. Good pass out to Lillian, but it was deflected. And Lillian, good look in. And the Nordics gain it and lose the zone right away. Good D there by Sawyer and Soph. Keep the shots off of Elliott. And 1:19 left. Puck in the middle. Sawyer clears it out. There's Sophia. Sophia clears it out, and the buzzer sounds. We must be out of ice time. So there's the hour of ice. The Nordics win 3-1.